News at 5:30.
You've seen the countless political ads on all of the issues, ranging from the economy, immigration, to reproductive rights. And one issue that's also been a topic in the 8th Congressional U.S. House race is where the candidates actually live.
Yeah, Kristen McDonald-Rivet and Paul Young both live in the 8th Congressional District, and where they live has sort of become a campaign issue. Republican Paul Young, former prosecutor, former TV news anchor who inherited millions from his father, is running against Democrat and State Senator Kristen McDonald-Rivet. It was in a recent Young ad that made reference to where McDonald-Rivet lives.
I can tell you firsthand, Kristen McDonald-Rivet doesn't care about the working class. She's in her fancy house downtown.
I do really love my house, but it is not a big fancy house downtown.
It's actually closer to Essexville than downtown Bay City. McDonald-Rivet and her husband and their 6 children have lived in this home since 2008.
What he's trying to do is make up facts about me because he's hiding the fact that he doesn't own a home here. He is not here unless he's running for office.
Questions over where Young lives have been brought up in the past. The issue came up in their debate earlier this month.
She indicated that I came back. I never left. I've been living here in mid-Michigan for many years now.
Young moved back to Michigan in 2019, and in 2020 he rented an apartment in Brighton to run against Alyssa Slotkin in a U.S. House race where he lost. Young then rented an apartment here in Grand Blanc Township and ran against Dan Kildee in 2022. He lost that contest as well. Campaign finance records indicate he has spent more than $4 million of his own money on this 8th Congressional District race.
That's where you live?
It is. I do live in an apartment in Grand Blanc.
Yeah.
He says questions about his residency are a distraction.
She spent her early adulthood in the state capitol working for Jennifer Granholm and other Democrats. She has lived in the district for maybe 8 or 10 years. I stacked that up against my 3. It's not that big of a difference.
McDonald-Rivet has actually lived in the Bay City home for 16 years.
People here in the Great Lakes Bay, in mid-Michigan, know me. They know my family. They know my kids.
I can go through my entire 58-year biography. I've lived here I was born here in Michigan, lived as a child, lived here more than I lived anywhere else.
And there's no requirement for a U.S. congressional candidate in Michigan to live in the district that they are running in.